Language is a product of the thought and behavior of a society. Language is culture, and culture is language. Language and culture have a complex, homologous relationship. Yet languages, and therefore cultures, are disappearing. In fact, half of the world's 7,000 remaining languages face imminent death. Funders have focused on documenting languages. This colonialesque solution does not promote self-agency of cultural groups, nor the retention of cultures. Our solution to preserving language is to enable the learning and use of language rather than simply documenting a vanishing language for posterity's sake. We want people to learn to read, write, and speak in those languages, and in so doing, preserve and reinvigorate culture and communities. We also want the tools we create to assist those who have been disenfranchised by dominant cultures to preserve their language and culture through reading, writing, and speaking, to ensure languages are passed down to current and future generations. At Utah State University in the late 80s and early 90s, I was involved in revising the Southwest Regional Lab's SWIRL Beginning Reading program to incorporate evidence-based strategies for learning to read. As a software engineer, I created tools to help ensure the stories introduced sounds and words in research-supported sequencing and provided sufficient practice for children to efficiently learn to sound out words or decode and read fluently in English. We created the Reading for All Learners Beginning Reading program, which is distributed by Academic Success for All Learners and is used worldwide. Since then, efficacy studies have been conducted to demonstrate the effectiveness of Reading for All Learners with beginning readers and learners who struggle to read. The process we used to create Reading for All Learners can be replicated and further automated to be used with any written language and enhanced to incorporate current research on teaching and learning to read. The Read Toolkit we're proposing will include apps, checklists, and tutorials to build beginning reading programs that incorporate evidence-based teaching and learning strategies, as well as innovative and new technologies to add features that were previously unattainable, such as tools that will help new learners of those languages correctly pronounce words in that language and receive automated feedback when they need to correct their pronunciation. In addition, the output of the Read Toolkit will include files for printing books and code for building mobile apps that include all activities for beginning reading, including practice and assessment activities. We developed the unique media framework for the mobile apps under a National Science Foundation Small Business Innovation Research Grant that we were awarded in 2012 through 2015. While not all languages are written, including languages spoken in native pueblos in the U.S., technology has finally reached a point where we can use natural language and speech processing to break the language barrier. For example, the Bulb Partnership in Europe is using speech processing tools to document and develop a written form of 3 mostly unwritten African languages in the Bantu family. When possible, we will incorporate these language processing tools into the Read Toolkit. The first version of the Read Toolkit will start with a corpora, or dictionary, of written words, their frequencies, and words that typically come before and after each word. This will provide the basis for a machine learning app which lays the groundwork for a systematic method for writing stories that introduce new sounds and words with controlled sequencing. The open source Read Toolkit will incorporate all the tools, steps, and evidence-based reading knowledge necessary to develop an effective beginning reading program that helps learners sound out words, read fluently, and learn new vocabulary. I've been dreaming about building the Read Toolkit for more than 20 years. Technology has finally reached a place where we can build an app that guides the process of developing an effective beginning reading program that teaches decoding skills and builds vocabulary, and the Betterment Labs team, in partnership with Academic Success for All Learners, is ready to begin.